Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to the just my Keyforge stream. This is Tristan, also known as Mucinary. I thought I'd do this quick stream today because we saw on the chat and all sorts of places about the Vault Tour in Birmingham now having a bit of more of a schedule announced, which is great, but it's also led me to have all sorts of discussion. Hey, KeyForgeJupiter, how you doing? Good to have you on board. I was just thinking about you. I was wondering, I wasn't even with the time zones. Wasn't sure if you'd be around or what you might be up to. But welcome. Oh, that is a good choice for any son's name. Jupiter. How do you spell? Do you spell that? Is that? Have you got an O in that? As in Tristan at the end? That if so, I have not seen that spelling before. Anyway, welcome along. So what we're talking about is the Vault Tour in Birmingham, which I am intending to go to. I have a special dispensation from the wife, which is really important. So we're going to use it as an excuse to visit family and so on in that area. It'll be my first Keyforge tournament and first sort of competitive card game tournament of any sort, really. So even before the schedule was released, I kind of decided we'd go up on the Friday and I would do the main event, and however long that lasts, which I guessing around 6 hours, because if it's 6 games guaranteed, assume and allow 1 hour per game with all set up and so on. And so that was easy enough. Do the Friday, wouldn't really expect to get a high enough score to go through to the second day, which in this event is held on the Sunday. It was by then we'd be home. That would be an awkward conversation after if I had to sort of say, hey, we need to stay up to a Sunday now because I'm really good at this game. Not really expecting that. Just go and have fun is the intention. That's what we want to do. But then it's all been turned up on its head a bit because now the schedule's announced. And I'll show you an example of the Friday, which looks like this. So you've got to remember that in at Birmingham at the Expo, it's not just a Keyforge event. There's a whole big board games expo, which is huge. Goes over 3 days, which is worth going in its own right. But the way I see it, if you go up just on Friday, that means I could do the main event, but then not really have any time left to look at any stuff, and certainly not enough to get your real money's worth and do all these side events, which, as you can see, there's a shed load of them. You can win loads of lovely amber or amber. I would welcome anyone watching what your views on how we should pronounce that. That'd be really interesting to see on the day. So yeah, what have we got? We've got everything from Archon format, from the full-on triad stuff, and I guess triad's their way of calling it when you basically play up to 3 times as need be to decide the winner. I haven't seen it called that way before. And then the solo stuff, which seems to be more popular, mainly because it's quicker to blast through. I guess you've got 8-player pods. I don't know how they're going to run that, whether it's round robin or whatever. But there's just plenty of opportunity to do either Archon. And to be fair, I'll probably stay away from, because I don't really have any decks that I necessarily would want to run in a really competitive way. Oh, I've got Jupiter. Yes, I would. Let me just talk through this event stuff, and then yes, we could play a game. I think that would be awesome. That would be really good. And also let me know if we can if I can hook you up on Discord as well, and then you can sort of come on in at that point. So where was I? So yeah, all the Archon stuff. Sealed is probably where I go. I don't mind spending a bit of money for decks, because I'm assuming at this event, because the main event is Age of Ascension, so it's the new expansion or whatever they're going to call it. They're going to run that for the main event. All these other sealed events, you'll be able to pick up Age of Ascension stuff as well. So that's really cool. I like the idea of going in where it's less about people that have maybe just spent a bit of money to get the super decks or opened about 5,000 packets, or whatever the sort of strategy we tend to see. It'd just be really cool to see just play sealed. I think that would be really cool. So that's a whole day of stuff. It's a similar story on Saturday. It looks pretty much the same as this. Sunday, just not quite as long, because by then everyone's going to be tired. Everyone's going to be so tired by then. I'm going to be knackered after one day, just doing 6 games in a row. We've done some mini tournaments at work, and that's for 4 people, and that's tiring enough. And it's going to be like really intense people. I can imagine that it's going to be a whole mix of people at these events. That some people are just going to be like chilled out. But I've watched some, not the KeyForge videos to be fair, but videos from stuff like Netrunner. You get some really intense people playing these games, like pretty much passively aggressively, like smashing the table about and so on. It's all a bit bizarre. But hopefully everyone's lovely. I mean, I think we should go and assume that everyone there is going to be a really, really lovely person. That would be good. So yeah, so decision time. And so what should I do? That's the question. Should I just stick with a Friday, just do the main event? Or should I go up more than one day, do the main event on one day, and then maybe the next day just do a selection of side events and just check out the expo? Which is dangerous, because it's going to be full of games and board games, and you know how it is. Some of these board games are just so expensive. I can just imagine I'm going to get there and it's going to be like someone will have Gloomhaven available, so that's over 100 UK pounds. It's just going to be really tempting, and and that's when the discussions with the wife get really awkward about sort of coming back saying, yeah, I've only had this whole tournament only cost £20 or whatever, and then coming back for a load of games. What's this? If you only go for one day, what happens if you day 2 for Sunday? Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, so the answer to that is it's a brilliant question. It all gets really awkward with my wife, because I would have to find we've got family up there, so I just have to stay another day. But I don't expect it to happen. I think for day 2, is it 4-0, 4 wins you need to get day 2? So that's the awkward thing. And in response to Jupiter, yes, you would have to pay for the expo, the daily fee. To be fair, it's not much extra to do more than one day. But from what I've read, you don't have to pay another fee for. Oh no, I think you're right. I think you might have to pay. No, you don't have to pay another fee for the Sunday. I would hope so. That FFG or Asmodee, whoever looks after it in the UK, they're nice people and they won't try and rip off all us lovely card gaming people. But that won't happen. I'm not going to go 4-0. I fancy my chances better than it not being Archon, because it's sealed, and it's, at the end of the day, there's a lot of luck of the draw to that, and it's just a bit more fun that way. All for One Gaming doing all 3 days. Yeah, that's really tempting now that the side events are out, to do 1 day main, a day of side events, and then potentially time for the Board Game Expo as well, which is just dangerous, not only for spending money but for getting more things to be obsessive about. But yeah, with the family side of things, we've kind of got apart from the toddler, we've got a sort of 8-week-old as well who needs a bit more maintenance and looking after. So it's tricky, but it's all up for discussion. Jupiter, who has the best choice of son's name in this channel, I think side events would be best if you want to stick for 1 day. Yeah, that's it might be what I head towards, just for general stuff. But it depends how the pods work. So the fact that 8-player pods, I don't know how that works. If it is round robin, that means each one of those would be like hours. So do you just I don't know how it works, given that they space them out every half hour. But they do sealed. So sealed solo you could do starting at 11. You start I think at 12, 12:30. Lots of confident. If you're not confident, play Friday. I can do the extra wins. Oh, not quite. Yeah, but isn't that more? Isn't that dangerous? Because I am Fridays. Fridays are definite. I'll definitely be there Friday. But I'm perhaps the most dangerous opponent because I'm the opponent that has literally nothing to prove and just made us randomly play stuff that just works well and then wins. And then wouldn't that be embarrassing if I won, just not really knowing what I'm doing? Or is it all just an act and I'm just I'm a savant KeyForge player that just it's all an act, and I've been mathematically analysing the best way to win, and I've got secret information on all the new cards. I mean, that's the risk, isn't it? Who knows? Because there's all sorts of people gaming the system, as I think we've seen from previous events, where the nature of the game means that the more decks you have access to, the more you better your chances. That is how it works. Best deck is named Flynn. That's a cool name. Is that a reference to Tron? I hope it is, because that would be the best reference to have. So yeah, that's what it's all going to be about. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't decided yet. There'll be loads of discussion. All for One Gaming. I'm spending my Thursday evening looking up all the release cards. So help me out here. So when are they actually released? Is it the Thursday, the official release day then? Is that when we can actually get hold of stuff? So on pre-orders, so people on Thursday might have bought some standalone cards and be going through it. That will be interesting. Or do you just mean the ones which they've previewed so far, which I haven't looked at and probably should. Sweet. Shall I follow this link? See what we're being shown. Let's work out the best way of doing this. 1 second. Go to the dashboard. I'm doing this with one monitor today, so it's not going to let me click the link, but I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's really good. So 30th expected release day, FFG streaming to celebrate. Yeah, that's what I would expect. That's what I'm really hoping to be able to pick up. Probably get a box set. If they have them for everyone to at work, who I have for sort of a pool of 4 players, just take them back for them all. So that would be pretty sweet. Flynn for Mr. Pendragon. Is this a deck you're particularly proud of? Am I going to go to Decks of KeyForge and look this up? Is that what I'm doing, Jupiter? Is that what you're making me do? Am I doing this right now? By the way, this is my favourite card lookup site of the ones I've used. I think they've done a really good job of it. Flynn. It's not finding this one. No decks. Nothing. Flynn and Pendragon. Not finding it, Jupiter. Not finding that. Flynn. Hang on. Flynn, Gorilla of the Bellowing Pass comes up. That's the only one, unless it's not registered yet. I can't easily click links unless it's come up now. And now it has. Let's look at decks. 91 SAS. That's pretty decent. What do we make of that? Is that the you bring in just is that when you bring into the non-sealed stuff on Friday? Brilliant. So I'll study this one, and yeah, we'll have to get in the same pod, and I'm sure it has a weakness somewhere. And oh, what a surprise! It has bait and switch. I do like this is one I streamed recently. I really liked Uxlix the Zookeeper. No, I know it may not get high ratings, but it's just one I had a lot of fun with in a recent game, where the opponent kept bringing out creatures I didn't like, and I just kept putting them in my archives, and there they stayed until I later won the game, and it just seemed like pretty cool. That one's not mine. Oh, that's no fun. I won't show my decks. They're pretty weak. So anyway, any more thoughts on the event before we move on? And I think Jupiter wants to have a little game, and we'll see what he brings out. bully deck. They're all bully decks. All for one gaming. They're all bully decks as far as I'm concerned. 77. So it's literally a bully deck. Well played, sir. Ah, loot the bodies. Two of them. Two of them. No, I like it. I've got some decent decks and they're doing alright. I played them on Crucible and stuff. I haven't got any of the sort of decks that are following the sort of the meta, I guess, the stuff that keeps coming up as winning tournaments. It'd be interesting to see what comes out of Birmingham, because obviously we've seen previous Vault tours where certain deck types have won and then it's shifted a bit. But here's a new tour where, one, what are we going to see for the non-sealed stuff? What are people actually going to be bringing along in advance? Is it going to change at all? And secondly, for the new cards, have people already worked out from what they've seen what sorts of decks are going to be strong? So I think the sealed tournaments could be potentially the most interesting as to what comes out of those, especially in the main event. And it's really interesting that they've made it sealed. And that's potentially, maybe that's why they've made it sealed. Maybe it is. 11 chains, literally unplayable. Well, you should have stopped winning. You only have yourself to blame if you're taking that tournament along, taking that deck along, and you just keep winning. Then that's just what's going to happen, isn't it? Sealed survival offers the most amber. Amber. Any idea on how we should be pronouncing that? Because jury's still out. I'm going to keep calling it amber. Feel free to link any more decks, by the way. I've got a fun deck for you to play against. Password is Mew. Oh, so if I find you, is this what we're doing now? That means I'm gonna have to bring out a deck. How is it? Before I continue, Jupiter, do you want to give us a bit of a hint for everyone listening? What your definition of fun is? What's fun mean here? Go on, give us a hint. Give us a one-word hint as to why this deck is fun. Mugwump. It's under competitive. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't actually looking. I'm just trying to get a hint before I find your game. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, so before I join... Oh, yeah, you don't just tell me... Oh, okay. 3 times Screaming Claves, 3 times C2W. Super fun. All right. Should we look up your... You're gonna... Oh, I guess I'm going to look it up once we start, right? So you can talk me through the cards a bit. So let's just join. The password. You did tell me that. Yep, fine. Deck selected. Oh, that's mean. Doesn't it not tell me? So I've got to select a deck now. So maybe I should deliberately choose a deck I don't like. Oh, I haven't registered all my new ones. Let me just check something. Was there? I can get your hints, your help on something. I just want to check this deck. And there's a reason for me checking this. So yeah, so this is... I'd like to play this deck because I actually want advice on it. And the reason is, as you can see, it's a 3 horseman deck. Out of my decks, I've actually drawn 2 pretty much in the same week. So like, yay, 3 horsemen. But I'm just not getting it right. I just cannot see with this deck what you're meant to do with it, really. How the... Sorry, 4 horsemen, how they kind of play together. So, what do you reckon? Should I use this deck or just something which I think might be a bit more competitive? It's 75 SAS. I would play a fast Amber Rush. Horsemen suck. That's kind of where I was going with it. I had no idea. They just didn't seem... In the game I played them with, like 4 real, I had no idea what I was meant to be doing. And I guess they're only really effective against... If your opponent has lots of weaker creatures. That's kind of what I was... seeing. Okay, so I won't use that one, as I'm going to go with the fact that they suck and choose this one. So I'm cool. Let's wait for Jupiter to wake up. He is trembling, I think. It's okay, Jupiter, you can back out. It's not too late. Oh, it's gone. I'm going to claim that as a win. So you saw it first on the stream here. Jupiter, seeing the deck, just immediately backed out, conceding victory to me. So that's 1-0 so far in this session. That's brilliant. Horsemen are a niche thing. I'd be glad to kill you with horsemen. Yeah, they seem very niche. I'm not sure whether they ever came up as cool just because they're this unique combination you got in decks. You got 4. We can give it another go, Jupiter. If you set up another game and give me the details, I'll come back. I'm still claiming the win. Let's see if Jupiter comes back on this one. You know what, Jupiter? I'm surprised by that. I thought that your multitasking skills would have well got away with that. 24 horseman decks, says All for One Gaming. That is ridiculous. Why would you have 24? Didn't you get to 15 and think maybe I've got too many horseman decks? Maybe at 15? Maybe that was just too much? I'd have stopped at 15. Crucible is picky. Are you blaming the Crucible now? Jupiter collected them. Oh. Yeah, my dream is for one day that KeyForge is so popular that we get a really flashy, lots of flashing lights and noises and spell effects like the magic stuff that they have for their online gaming. But I've got no idea how big KeyForge would need to get for that. I mean, let's see how many. We've got a KeyForge game. I don't really care about my decks. No, I just want. So the reason I'm showing this, I just want to see explore decks. How many have there been now? So we're up to about 823,000 decks. Jupiter, yep. I see you've got the game up. Brilliant. I should get around to that very, very shortly. So yeah, how many decks do you think FFG need to sell before we get a really fancy online client? That's what I'd like to know. So I'm going back to the Crucible. Jupiter's here. Hey man. Don't back out this time. Let's get ready to drumble. For those watching the stream, I appreciate it so far. Feel free to follow. That would be really appreciated because the more follows, the better I feel. Some of you already are, which makes me happy. Good luck, have fun. You shouldn't be laughing when you say that. Okay. This means you've got a tactical advantage, Jupiter. So this, I'm still claiming the first win, but from now on, this doesn't count because you have a tactical advantage while watching the stream. Thank you all for One Gaming for the follow. That's really cool. And let's start the game. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go for that. So one thing that I know is it's very hard to, not hard, funny, it's difficult to stream and comment and play. So I'm just getting my excuses in early. Don't believe you for a second, Jupiter, that you're turning off video. Yeah. Or someone else could be feeding you. You will know you made it when Jupiter adds you to his banner. I think I might be on part. I'm on part of Jupiter's thing. I think I asked really nicely and he added me. Because he's a really cool guy. Let's just remember that. He is performing the longest mulligan ever. Ah, here we go. So, just doing some stuff. Let's play some cards. That will be a good start. So talk us through this, Jupiter, as remind me what the strategy this deck is, apart from generating shed loads of amber straight up to just pixies. Blaming the random number generation thing. Okay, so having 5 amber on turn 1 should probably be illegal in the tournament rules. So I hope we all understand that shouldn't be allowed. Which house to go for? Well, I don't know. I don't know. What I do know. I'm just thinking. Okay, so got some amber. It's all gone quiet now that people are watching the game. I guess if Jupiter's turned off video, he might still be listening, so I should probably just try and distract him. Oh no, Jupiter, don't do that. That's not what you should be doing. So what did Jupiter do? 6. Declares check. Yay, lucky me. What can I do? Let's go for the generation. It's like an amber rush now. Amber rush. Oh, is it still me? Wait a second. I don't even know why it's telling me it's my turn, but surely it should work out. I can't do anything. So end turn. Sorry about that. My fault for being delayed. This is why I will suck at the tournament. I'll just be sitting there not realising it's my turn is over until someone calls a judge on me. I can handle the judges. It'd be fine. I'm sure they'd be lovely people. They'll probably be watching the stream. They'll probably be a big fan. All these judges. That's what I reckon. I reckon that's fairly likely. We're up to 6 viewers right now, so we are storming it on the KeyForge viewer count. We're not quite up to the illustrious Jupiter heights of streaming, but we might get there one day. We might get there one day. Jupiter predictably or mandatorily forging a key. And now is just playing for time and not making any further moves. Come on, Jupiter, you don't need to be shy. You can totally win this still. It's completely within your grasp. And we know what you're up to. We know that you're secretly asking for advice behind the scenes, aren't you? That's what you're doing. What do you reckon? How long do I give Jupiter before we can I can just declare a tactical victory? I don't want Jupiter to be one of these people that just vanishes on the Crucible. I think that would be scandalous in the KeyForge community. Absolutely scandalous. Busy with a little man. That would be. Thank you for that comment. Goon Shujin Sam. Oh, we have a move. What? This is triggering the bait and switch. Why would you have to wait so long to decide to use bait and switch when it's right there? It's like toying. It's like one of our cats was toying with a mouse the other night, which is still probably mentally scarred us all. That's a smooth move, man. Harlan, that's okay. That's right. Climbing in the fridge. Oh man, thankfully our toddler hasn't quite got the whole fridge climbing thing yet. He's about to go into his own bed though, as in his own proper bed. So we're kind of proper scared about what that's going to mean when he's unsupervised in his room. It's all about the toddler proofing now. Three-year-old and autistic. Oh, hands full for sure. God, just the 3-year-old part alone. We've got a year left before our little one does that. Nice to be a little crazy, yeah. I can imagine. Almost as crazy as that turn you just played. Man. I mean, that's just not fun, is it? And I don't have a lot of choices this turn, so it's all about rushing through the cards. I'm going to start doing some stuff for fun now. My 2-year-old, all for one gaming. My 2-year-old keeps throwing things down and saying, "Uh-oh, uh-oh." Yeah, actually, yeah. Maybe that's a kid thing. Because our 2-year-old has just started. I was about to say developing anxiety. That's not what I mean. As in, he's always going "uh-oh" for things, but now it's kind of like now he says it in a way that like, "Oh no, maybe there's something wrong" when something falls down. So now in stories, when something's lying on its back, he's kind of like, "Oh no," and gets a bit upset about it. So that's interesting. So every single day, it's different. Does not forge a key. Oh man, I'm gonna catch up to what Jupiter just did. Great. So I need to quick check archive a star, archive a card. Oh, so that means my stuff. I can't tell an interface. Is this my stuff that's been archived? Or is that your stuff's been archived? Because my screen looks a bit weird. So we shall see. I could do is generating some amber. This is not a good place at the moment. His stuff with hidden stash. Okay, that's fine. That's what I thought. It's just the way it went a bit weird here. I could just do a bigger screen. So I'm just going to think about what to do. Overlord, Greeking. Okay, there's something. Any more surprises up Jupiter's sleeve? He's already had bait and switch out there. Well, Shadows is my next. Thank you very much. It still asks me, by the way, choose which house you want to activate this turn. It's just rubbing it in. So I'll do what I can. Oh, and check. Woo! We might even forge a card. Card? A key. With all the amber. Oh, man. Oh, phew, I actually forged a key, so I was a bit nervous then, because I saw my amber go down. I thought you just, Jupiter just played some horrific thing again. But not in a good place, because, yeah, it declares check. I'm not sure I can do much about this. Really? I don't think I've got any control. Yeah. Alright. Choose a card to play, discard, or use. Okay. Got loot the bodies hanging around. So gain 1 amber each time I manage to actually destroy someone. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Okay. Alright, let's try this one then. Gauntlet command uses card's action ability. Like that. Yay. So I should hopefully got some amber from that. We can but hope. Does that work? I hope it did. And not check, so I've only got 3 amber. Well, 2 amber. See, that was actually a fun turn. I enjoyed that a bit. Actually got even some synergy going on, which I didn't even think would happen with this deck. It's not looking good though. Thank you for that. So Jupiter on 8s and declaring check. I doubt I've got anything to really control much more. He says desperately looking at everything he can do here. Play Bumpsy. What's Bumpsy doing? No, Bumpsy's where he needs to be. Just seeing if there's anything I can do here. It seems unlikely. So Jupiter would be just cackling wildly to himself. Ranger's turn, each friendly creature may fight. Doesn't really help me. Let's at least do something interesting. Choose this house, Brobnar. Didn't quite do what I wanted to do. See, I can't really do much. So I think that means I end my turn and lose 3 keys to 1. Well done, Jupiter. That was a fun deck. Although I think any deck with bait and switch just wins. automatically. Rematch. Could do. With what? You just want another game? We are 1-1. Yeah, but you study. It's got a 1 to 1.5. Yeah, we can play one more. We can play one more. We are up to a titanic 8 viewers now, so we probably should. Before we do that, talk us through this deck. What did you like about this deck exactly? What was the what was your favourite thing about this deck? Actually, I can call it up. It's got a name somewhere, hasn't it? Beep 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 beep. Owl Riddle, he who rules the palace. Apart from that, it's got pretty much the coolest name I've ever seen. Owl Riddle Palace. I'm going to bring it up for you, man. 81 SAS score. You should have won just by default. That's 3 controller weeks. It's a control deck with a burst in the Untamed suite. Yeah. It's very, very controlling. So yeah, 3 controller weeks. That's pretty neat. Although I think you only had that once, but once is enough. Yeah, nice. That's pretty cool. Maybe I don't know which one to break out. Once the Screaming Caves are online. Screaming Caves. Shuffle your hand and discard. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you didn't even need to do that. So in a sense, your the random number generator was not helpful to you this time around. But you still won. But 3-1's okay. 3-1's okay. I'm not embarrassed by 3-1 against the master of all Keyforge, basically, as we should know you. Yeah, I'm happy to go again one more time. It can't do any harm. All right, do you want to set up? You set up the game, and let me know when, and I will come and find you. So anyone else watching, we're still up to 7 viewers. So let us know what you think about these decks, or if you've got any decks you think we should look at. Actually, because you can play any deck. Is there a queue? I don't know. Is there a queue? What, to play the master of KeyForgeJupiter? I don't know. It could be. Although I could spectate all for one. Actually, I'm quite happy to watch you guys have it out. Yes, you get him next. No, to play me. I don't know. I don't know. Up to you. Yeah, I'm streaming. Yeah, there's for some definition of streaming. I wouldn't say I'm a master of streaming. So assuming the password's the same. That's a very quick Gun Shunjin Zama to join as a spectator. Jupiter has already been bullied on stream by me. Jupiter, so it isn't so. You're not saying you actually lost the game. We're new to it. There's some really serious people playing Keyforge though. I think there are some real serious people. I haven't uploaded all my decks on here yet, actually. I was going to play one that I've kind of had a bit of fun with recently. Sorry, I'm just choosing. Yeah, this one. This was kind of interesting the other day, even though it's kind of weak. Yeah, we believe that you're moving to the game stream. In no way do we disbelieve that that's what you're doing. Nope. Once I get a half decent laptop, I'll join. Yeah, please do join the stream club. I'm happy to talk about my setup at some point. Before I start the game, Jupiter's going to be sat there wondering what's going on. But yeah, I was using a laptop. I got a Microsoft Surface tablet, which to be honest works pretty well. But I just built my own PC over the last few weeks to kind of do it properly. So I do a fair amount of twitchy type gaming, which is just about good enough to stream that and play. But I'm more than happy to give advice on streaming kit insofar as you can see the stuff I'm using. But Jupiter's like got some really killer setup stuff. If you look at his overlays and stuff, he just overlays for fun. And that's one thing I haven't got. I haven't done the cooler overlays yet. Just kept it really nice and simple. But let's not keep our man Jupiter hanging around, because we don't want him to get lonely. Or maybe secretly, this is my strategy. If I delay long enough, chances are his son will go raiding the fridge again, and that would be another victory to me. So that's the idea. Question mark, because he's pretending in chat he isn't really listening. Okay. Right. What have we got? The I really like the Zookeeper. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it. I know Mulligan's a thing, but I'm just not gonna look at it this time around. It's hard enough concentrating on entertaining all 6 of you guys. Doc Bookton, hello Doc. I seem to have Doc booked in pretty much all my decks. It seems to be pretty non-rare though. What to do? Okay, not playing particularly strategically, but we'll just play some stuff. And we're away. But yeah, you can definitely stream with a laptop. All for gaming. Just make sure it's got. Don't need a discrete GPU, because the GPU isn't what's used to do the encoding. If you want to do it right, and depends what you want to stream. So see, I'm a bit more comfortable with the deck Jupiter's playing because I recognise these creatures more. I think that says more about the decks I've used. So we've got a selection of stuff. So okay, I was going to play Logos and just spin through this. Spin, 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 spin. Yeah, I'm actually getting to play more cards this game. That's probably why I didn't like the last deck that much. It always felt a bit constrained, and we only had 1 controlled a week from Jupiter on that game. Oh man, I can't believe we took out Uxlix. He's one of my favourite cards. Is it a video all about Uxlix? It's an Untamed Rush deck. It's going to be all about creatures on this one. I think we're on to Jupiter here. I think Jupiter's plan is just to reap the hell out of this game with the creatures. Opponent's keys cost +1. I just spotted us rolled out there. Happy days. But I've got 7 cards, so I can do something with that. Let's decide what to do. The problem with 7 cards, I've got more thinking to do. Okay. We go with Sanctum this time around. Card archives, no. Just concentrate for a bit and just go a bit quiet. So let's get this board set up. Still setting up. It's dead air time as well. I know dead air time isn't an attractive thing. Any more sanctums? Yes. Okay, that's all right. And I think I will reap and end my turn. Yeah, I went a bit quiet there until when I'm actually thinking. This is when All For One Gaming starts streaming. He or she will rock at this. They will be able to fully multitask and play at the same time. Bit of dust imp there. The terror. More stuff just flooding out of here. Okay. This is interesting. It's going to be a slower game. So I need to really think now about what to do. What have we got? So no amber. Yeah. Refills a one less card. Let's have a little think. Maybe about Mars. Yeah. No. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So auto bombardment going on. Choose a creature to deal 2 damage to. Well, I'm not going to go near Dust Imp. So that'll do me there. So any creatures I can bring out? Ready a Mars creature. So I'm just working through some stuns now. Okay. All right. It's a long turn, but we got there. Jupiter's been very patient. At All For One Gaming, I practiced on the PS4 streaming account. Yeah, I've started on PS4. And yeah, it seemed to work okay. It seems to be you just can't play with the overlays and stuff, I guess. I've also got, in case you want us to keep using your PS4 for once you get a laptop, I've got like the HD60, I think it's called, by Elgato, which lets you, or Elgato, which lets you connect a PlayStation through to a laptop as basically it's an external capture card, and that works pretty well. I'm just not really doing any PlayStation or console stuff at the moment. I have used it with the Switch as well, just as a test, and that worked pretty well. So, I didn't like the stun on Ancient Bear. See, now he's getting all the amber. Look at all that amber come flooding through. I forged my first key, well on Jupiter. So again, what's he doing? Damage. Yeah, it's all about, I don't know what his strategy is here. I'm deliberately not looking at the card listing, as I like to learn by just seeing the game, but it'd be interesting to know what's coming. Though, of course, if you're on the chat, you can look at his deck listing and you can just sort of whisper that on the chat, and that's perfectly allowed because I'm streaming, so I get the advantage. That's okay. Okay, so what are we going to do? So I'm happy enough. Just trying to get a bit of a strategy. So I think I go Logos this turn. No, not yet. Play an artifact. And play some creatures. It's all about the creatures. So deliberately lowering key cost, which is always a bit of a double-edged sword. This could just go terribly, terribly wrong. And I can reap. That's what I choose to do. Just basically, I'm deck cycling. On paper, this isn't a strong deck as far as I'm concerned, but it's one I've had a few wins with, and I'm never quite sure where they come from. Oh, Keyhammer, man. It's a bad man. Let's go on with House Dis, so just cycling through. Smooth move. Oh man, and he's killing my cards off or sending them back to me. That's what I love about this game. In fact, it just changes so quickly. I don't know whether you see the same sort of thing with Magic or any other games. I haven't really played much Magic, so maybe I should give it a go. But it seems the barrier to entry to Magic is just, I wouldn't even know where to start with that game anymore. Where would you start? So forge a key, yay, go me. So I guess we're both kind of on a check situation. Let's see what we can do. Just seeing what we have here. Ha! Wouldn't that be interesting? It's a real interesting. It's a bit of a. I'm not even quite sure what it is. This is where I'm a bit stuck with. It's just like a hand, which isn't that cool. But let's go Logos a second. And just reduce the number of amber down a bit. I could just try and speed up the game just for fun now. Don't think he's going to stay on the flank for very long. Probably misplayed that slightly as well, the ordering. But that's okay. We're just speeding through. So let's reap a bit. Blah, 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 blah. End turn. It's all gone quiet in the chat now. Everyone is intensely watching the Jupiter v Mercenary grudge match. Which he doesn't know yet, but he probably lost the entire series on the technicalities. I think in a real competition, if you just walk away and don't respond, you'll probably get banned by the judge. But I don't want to give him that bad news just yet. Oh, library access, rocking it. Burn it to the ground. That's where I need a higher resolution. Hey, smooth move. It's like, okay, this is the first game I played for a while where I actually have to scroll to the right. This is why I do struggle to Crucible compared to other things. Oh, what to do? So many things, man. We could do some fun stuff. Burn it to the ground. Do it. Are you talking about ammonia clouds? Is that the one you're talking about? Burn his board. Let's wait for chat to catch up. So yeah, you on about ammonia clouds? Deal 3 to each creature. That will help. Is that what you mean by burning the board? It's what I was thinking of doing anyway, just in case that gets challenged later. Yeah, good. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking about that. That's what I'm really thinking of doing. But I might just try and use this one to soften them up a bit first. So for each friendly ready creature. Oh, do I have any? Oh, that's annoying. Well, I'm going to play this for the amber then at this point. So Mars. So just get that for the free amber. I'm obviously not going to play Zixi the Mini now. Here we go. Are we ready to burn the board? Ammonia clouds about to come out of nowhere. Boom! Bang! That's how we roll. Still probably lose, but it was nice to do it anyway. No, I don't want to end my turn. Press the wrong button. And just get ZZ the Mini out there as well. It's a dangerous card to play. So I'm going to put him on the right deliberately. Okay, and I'm playing playing Mars. Yeah. Shame. I can't reap this turn. So there's no point playing that. End turn. Well, that was fun. It's always nice to have a bit of board destruction. What got archived? In the archives, we have Staunch Knight and I still have to click. And Experimental Therapy. I don't know if they were going to help me very much anyway. After 8 viewers, just don't forget to hit the magic follow thing, which is kind of up there if you haven't already. And you'll be interested in seeing more of these streams, because the more follows I get, the happier I get. There is a direct correlation between those two things. Which house do you want to activate this turn? But I'm guessing it's going to have to, let's face it, it's going to have to be... How are we doing? 6/6. So 4, 2 keys to 1. Although that's Jupiter's all set to play. Let's go for... Yeah, it's going to have to be Sanctum because I've got pretty much my entire deck. Could bring in the archives then. So we've got Storm tonight. I might bring in. So we're going to like flood. I think we're just flood. So yeah. Just making sure. Look at so many cards now. Just making sure I haven't got anything I need to care about the order for. Okay, fine. I'm happy with that. Let's get some creatures out there then. Because I don't actually have any right now. It's all about the creatures. We'll use that one in a minute. Use that one in a minute. You may ready and fight. Yes, actually. Cool. And another staunch night. We get staunch nights everywhere. We're going to have staunch nights everywhere they can go. And if in doubt, we want more staunch nights. And finally, protect the weak. Who do I want taunting is the question. I reckon this one. Yeah, he's taunting. He isn't. Why did I play him on the same flank? Because it was a bad decision. I'll end my turn there. There we go. Yeah, thank you. I have to pick up my phone to read your handle. Sorry. Thank you. 1starpeeps5stargam. That's a good handle. You cover all the bases of that name. I like it. Oh, an Nepenthe seed. So it's all going to go wrong. So it's back where we started now with completely flooding the deck. Double seed LA deck. Predictable. It's taken a long time for it to do anything interesting though, so I guess that's the risk of the draw. I think it's Basil if he's got the coolest names here. You've got Gone. Oh, I missed the name. It scrolled up. Let's check. Gon Shujin Sama is a cool name against 1starpeep5stargam. It's difficult. Who's got the coolest name? It's all about the cool names today. So did a 6-2. I could just well, first of all see what we've got. So declares check. I think the sensible thing to do. I'm tempted. It is, but drawn very slow. Oh, you're listening. Oh no, you're reading the chat. I'll let you off. It is, but drawn very slow. Yep, which is what I said. So we're on the same page. So I want to start reaping through some stuff. So all right, let's do that. Just having a little look through. So capture a bit more amber. Play this creature. And just checking for any reapy stuff, which I don't think I have. So reap. 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 So me up to 6, and I will draw check on that. So 2 to 1, 6 amber to 4. Does not forge a key. What happened there? What lost me? Ah, stolen. Okay, fine. Fine. That's how you want to be. I've got 3 Titan mechanics in this deck. It's just struck me. So I'm going to try something tactical. I'm not sure it's going to help. And it is risky. I'm going to go Logos. And I'm going to put the Titan mechanics on each hand. Play this creature left. Play this creature right. Discard. I want another creature out there, so I'm just going to play this right. And I can't do anything else. End turn. So yeah, it's a few things I could have done, but I decided to go with just trying to rush and lower the key count, so that makes a difference. Nice. Ah, evil. That's a nice play. I think we're beginning to see why Nepenthe seed or Nepenthe seed is not banned as such, but I think it's been said it's been removed or being removed from rotation, which is just how you would ban it. Oh man, it's all gone so wrong. Oh, I would have won then as well if that hadn't happened. But I don't think I have anything that can counter. I don't think I've got anything that can just steal enough amber. This is all a bit of a mismatch of houses. Nature's called and seeds are broken. I will type this as Jupiter can't hear you. How are they broken? Just OP. See, I'm just using the lingo there so that I know that means it's overpowered. There's a few things I can do, but I think just checking a few things. Capture, keys cost minus. Okay, let's go with Sanctum. I'm just going to play these out. opposed to flank. That's fine. It doesn't make any difference. I could only reduce Jupiter down to 8. Oh, against 5. So close. End turn. I don't think I can do anything else. Hey, well done, man. Come back to the video, put volume back on, and let's tell me about your completely OP deck. It was good. It was a good game. That was close. I'm not sure if I had to replay it later, but it'd be interesting to know if anything would have been different if I'd taken on my last turn rather than aiming for a 4 key forging number. That would have made any difference. Yeah, thanks, man. That's good. If only you hadn't been banned and lost the entire series for failure to come to the table on time for the first game, but that was apparently the judge's call in your absence. I don't make the rules. They're just really tough. I think if you had Sanctum Reach, you would have won. Yeah, I'll have to play it back to know what you mean. But you could well have been right. I was just saying to the guys, my strategy was to try and get... I was on time. I don't speak for the judges, man. If they say you're not on time, I just can't you know, I can't go against the our illustrious FFG and Asmodee overlords. If they say you're not in the game, you're not in the game. It would be, I can't get involved. So yeah, my strategy was to get you started. So yeah, strategy was to try and reduce the key count to 4, assuming you can do evil things. So there you go. Oh, your turn now. It might be. I think we just about got time for this stream. Yes, it is. Do you want to set up the game and let me know the password in chat, and I'll come and join it? Bear in mind, I haven't got any OP decks, so I'm not going to bring out any gimmick decks or overpowered Nepenthe seed evilness. Same password. Thank you. I shall look for you. And is it, sorry, are you on, is Gon Shujin Sama your game name on Twitch? Twitch on Crucible? I shall wait for an answer. The Sanctum Reaper instead of Titan Mechanics. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that's an answer, yes. Deck selected. So you're going to give us any hints on the deck? What's your strategy for this game? As a learning exercise for everyone watching. That's really important. As we've seen some strategy today. We've seen Jupiter's strategy, which is to just try and evade the game. Here would be on Bully. Ah, we saw Bully earlier. Okay. Oh, I see. So a one deck wonder. I wouldn't want to say that, but some people could accuse All for One Gaming of that. If that's what you will see. Okay, so for fun, I might bring out the 4 horseman deck, even though I've got no idea how to play it. Just because if I don't try playing it, I won't get it. And also, I'm making my excuses early that in no way do I think this deck is strong. It just happens to have 4 horsemen in it. I can help you, it's good. I'm not sure the deck I've just chosen is good. You have to help me more than that. 4 horsemen are my thing. Perfect. That's fine. I'll take back everything I said about your escapades trying to avoid the game. I think you're a good man, an honourable man. Good luck, have fun. All right. Starts the game. So I need to look at these. I'm not as familiar with these cards. I don't see that helping. I'm going to mulligan this hand because there's a lot of stuff that I'm just wouldn't help here. Honor and accountability. Well, as long as that applies to the fridge, right? Already mulliganed. Already head of the chat. Yeah, it was awful. A load of cards to do with board state that wasn't even there yet. Ah, doc booked in. Yeah, I was thinking that, as in these strategies weren't really going to work. The strategies, these cards, just not as cool. And I just hope we don't get to some ridiculous board state like in the last game. Follow with the Sank. Oh, Sanctum. Oh, look, Horseman of War. We got a horseman out there. Alright, so Sanctum, shoulder armor. Start fighting with the war? Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's right. I think we're kind of accord. I was just wondering when to play this, given that. Wait, what does that let's do? There you go. Don't want to play that one yet. Horseman of War for the remainder of this turn. Right flank. Each creature can fight, so I think I should probably use Mugwump. Yeah. Bang. And anything else? Sorry, I was trying to concentrate on a million and one things at the same time, but we're getting there. Active house, Sanctum. So if each creature controls success view, so discard Glorious View. It's not going to help me at this point. And I think that's it. Unless I want to fight, but I don't think I do want to fight, because that's not going to end well. Any creature is destroyed fighting Mugwump, fully heal Mugwump and get +4 counter counter. Okay, perfect. We got there in the end. We have a whole glorious 2 amber end turn. I forget what this deck's going to do now, so we'll find out. Yes, of course. Nice. I know, right? You gotta trust me, man. You know when I trusted you when you went away from the away for a bit, and I never once accused you trying to throw the game or just get away from the game? Exactly. Right, what's this doing first? Right, fine. So Mugwump. So it's going to be Coward's End. I guess just discard that. Okay, that's going to be good. Or Untamed Hunting Witches. Okay, we're going to go for Brabnar. Can you imagine the propaganda we'll have to... all right. Yeah, I was thinking of reaping. That's kind of what I'm doing. Oh, I see. Ready and fight with the 3 different. Yeah, I see that now. I see that now. Missed opportunity. And I don't think I'll just discard these then. I don't think Relentless Assault is going to help me either. There's ready and fight up to 3 different friendly creatures. There's nothing to fight, so I'm going to just discard these and see what else comes out to help me. Have you said no? It's too late. There's a delay on the stream. You play Relentless, was it Realism? Yeah, I think I realised that, but it was too late. And yes, you're absolutely right. Whoa, actually no, it's a question there. It says ready and fight. So I'm guessing that you can't do that. I'm guessing what you can't do with Relentless is ready and reap, because it's ready and fight, if I've read that card correctly. Let's scroll back and look at that. Yeah, ready and fight with up to 3 different friendly creatures. So that would be a call for Judge if anyone felt otherwise. If you can't fight, they go as far as they can. That's an interesting, thanks. That's a really interesting description. So basically ready and then you just stop. So okay, well, that makes sense now. Yeah, that makes really good sense. So I think Untamed, because Untamed is everywhere. And I can exhaust all his lot as well. That's what I'm thinking. So it's all about Untamed. So I reckon play with these then Tube Call. You know what? I knew about Hunt and Rich. I saw that first, and yet I still did it the wrong way around. And then I'm going to return everything from play back. Nice. And then finally, I would like to exhaust up to 3 creatures. So I think fairly obviously I'd want to exhaust these 3. Active house and end turn. Yeah, it's an interesting, again, yeah, it's one that I yeah, it just seems not to have much synergy. It has fun stuff in it, but I don't know. Mimicry, destroy each undamaged creature. 11 amber, that's just ridiculous. Yeah. So did they use mimicry twice? So look, use mimicry to copy loot the bodies is what they did. Yes, and then mimicry to loot the bodies, then mimicry to copy Coward's End. So that brings us to I don't know what that brings us to. Right, it's a bit more of a mix. I'm guessing Sanctum, we've got most Sanctums. We can bring some stuff out. We can return that to the owner's hand. We can capture. That's a reap, sorry. So that's kind of where I'm going. I'm going with Sanctum. There's nothing that obvious here. Too late. Go on, Sanctum. Stream delay to the end. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Leaves me in a bit of a pickle. Don't want to destroy the least powerful creature because it would just, I was going to discard. So a bit of a dead turn. But that's good advice from our main man Jupiter. He is totally on this. Right, let's have a look at this again. Let's slow it down. So we can do some capturing. Yes, horsemen are very, very situational. We've got regrowth, so who are we bringing back? We can still go untamed. Is that what we want to do? Here's the discard pile. What would we bring back? Got to kill the witch. Well, then we can go Sanctum and if we want to definitely kill the witch. Yes, you see? That's what I thought. Well, I guess first of all, then we're going Sanctum. We're going to stun everyone in Untamed, given I don't have anyone out. Alright, there's a bit of stuff. And finally, we can capture. And guess, so who should do the capturing? So we've got, well, so Keith is going to be able to just capture some anyway. Why Secrete? It puts all our eggs in one basket. But you know what? I'm going to do it. I'll do it anyway. Bounce the Howling Pit. Wait, what now? Ah, yes, got it. Yeah, I see it. This again is the interface. This is these cards right in front of me. I'd be able to just be easily reminded of that. So no quality, and then finally Reap with Sakis, and yeah. Job done. End turn. Makes him play Logos to get. Ah, yeah, and you were right. Look what he does, straight out. Now we go Brobnar. We do go Brobnar. Nothing we can do here. So we've got Valdir. Yep. Play. I can't forge. So I need to, yes. So I need to, can I gain enough? Can I gain enough? So play Regrowth. Put Yo Mama on war. Fully healed his creature. Yep, that's fair enough. Play this upgrade. And each friendly banner of battle artifact. So I guess that out. Bang. So get Crump or Valdir. Oh, I got confused here. So I'm up to 5. Oh no, I'm not Untamed. Sorry, I was getting confused there. Okay, as Crump is out, and fine, we've got Valdir attacking an enemy creature on the flank. So roll him out on the left. Okay, and as I'm playing Brobnar, Yo Mam, oh, nothing else I can do. End turn. Thanks to our main man, Jupiter. All right. Oh look, I didn't realise I had an Nepenthe seed in this. So I guess we go untamed, and we haven't quite. Yeah, does it? What's the key cost in a moment? So untamed. Where am I getting that from? Oh, I see. Regrowth. Play from your hand. Fine. Right. So I guess immediately regrowth Hunting Witch. Current cost is 6. So play Hunting Witch. Play the witch. 2 of you shouting about it. To play the witch. Play the witch. 6. You play another creature. Play Giant Sloth. Dew Fairy. Play this creature. Left. I want to play the artifact, I guess. So let's get that out. Play this creature, forge a key at current cost. Do you wish to forge a key? Yes, I want to forge all the keys I can. Oh, I haven't ended the turn yet. Sorry. Oh, I see. I understand the strategy. Yeah, bring it back. Okay, fine. That's good. I like it. We're learning a lot from this game. Okay, so I'm guessing we want to go untamed again. Oh, too late. It's gone untamed. So Hunting Rich is there, but I'm just go untamed and just reap everything is what I'm guessing. Go untamed, reap, and sorry, using a Nepenthe seed first, right? Bring back Chota. Gotta find it. Gotta find it. Where's regrowth gone? There we go. Return a creature from your discard pile to your hand. Oh, I see. Okay. You have to kill Chota first. Wait, whoa. What do you mean kill Chota first? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought regrowth. Well, I'm just going to reap a bit. So it's very confusing. Get regrowth. Turn a creature from your discard pile to your hand. Which one's Chota? Oh, is that in my discard pile? I don't know which one Chota is. You're a left flank creature. One second, this has got a bit stuck. There we go. Sorry about that. Left flank. Oh, right. I'm sorry. With you now. So that's why I got confused. Play, lose one. I can't do that yet, though, can I? Oh, I see. Right. I know what I was doing now. I understand now. So basically, kill it into anyone. Okay. Now I understand. Okay, so Chota Hazari's dead, and now I can use regrowth to bring it back, but not yet. I now need to reap, right? I think that's as much as I can reap. Discard, save the pack. Yeah, so I thought reaping, so I think I've reaped everything I can. Wait, no reap, never mind. I know. Have we got enough? Can we get enough amber here? Can that bring us up to 4? Why is Sloth still tapped? I don't know. Cannot use this card unless you have discarded an Untamed turn. I haven't discarded yet. I returned and I fighted, so I need to discard something. Yeah, so we're good. So can we still win this? I don't think we can get enough. We need to go up to 7. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. So regrowth. So am I going to return this? I can't do any more. But I do want to return. So I'm going to play regrowth, and I'm going to get back the one we're talking about, right? From my discard pile. We do want Chokota thingy. Okay. Yeah, so I've got 4. Okay, but I presume I want to play Niflake now. I'm not just gonna wait. That's what I thought. And now we're back to Chota Hazari, which I'm going to keep because it's useless playing it right now. And end turn. There's nothing else I can do. So yeah, that took forever. No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, I was thinking that as I played it, it'd be better to keep hold of it because otherwise you're declaring intention. Are there any cards that? Yeah, I guess there are cards they can use to make you discard random cards from your hand. So that would be dangerous in this situation. No, I completely understand it. It's hard to type this stuff out. No, it is really interesting trying to follow all the advice at the same time as everything's going on. Really interesting. Probably the longest turn ever I've ever played. So it's really interesting. It's great advice. I mean, this is a really good way of learning. And I've learned probably so much stuff in just this one session, more than I've probably learned since starting to play the game, which is pretty cool in itself. Ah, the stuns have come out. So I don't think I can gain enough amber to win this now that I've been stunned. So I can forge a key at current cost, but I don't think I've got anything to change anything. So I think that's game over. I hadn't seen you regrowth chosen. It could have been different. It could have been. Could have been. I miss sloth. Yes. So I can't do too much. So I can't forge a key. Yeah, I was in a fairly good position. So I can just play it out. Yeah, off screen and tap. Yeah, I know, right? I need a bigger monitor. Let's just do something fun just to finish it off. Just do a shed load of damage for fun. And just control minus. Yeah, that's probably a good play. Oh, hey, congratulations, Gon Shinjin Sama stroke other name. Yeah, that was a good game. Well done. Yeah, control minus in the game board. Yeah, I see. Yeah, that would be good. Hey, I really enjoyed that. And we're coming up to 2 hours now. Thanks for that. It's been a really good learning experience from everyone involved. Yeah, it was a close game. So that deck wasn't as big a buddy deck as I'd expected. And I'm particularly happy considering that deck was one that I just really hate and never felt like it had synergy of anything. But it even felt like it could have won. What's the name of that deck? I can play it and show you. Yes, I mean, I have to end the stream very shortly. Although I've loved this. This has been great. So the name of that deck is... So I'm just going to leave this game. And I'll just look it up for you. Dex. Incognito of Craft Path. So you're more than welcome to give this one a go. Call it all from you. Yeah. Your mission, man, is to gain avenge me from that bully deck. That's twice now, isn't it? We can't have that. Okay, everyone, I've really enjoyed this stream. It's been really good having you all on board and checking out everything that we've been talking about. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully it's been, for some definition of educational. It's been really good to have the support of everyone on here. It's really cool. If you haven't already followed and you'd like to catch up with more stuff, then please follow. Click the heart button or whatever it is. That'd be great. Because I intend to do more of this stuff. And as you may have seen from people who have been already following, I stream some live games from work from people that are just casualing our way through. And I'm hoping to do some form of live streaming from the event itself in Birmingham. I need to contact the organisers, and I'm not sure what format that would take. Probably just ad hoc stuff, because I presume and you're not allowed to video any of the actual games because of like competitive advantage and all stuff. So there's all sorts of stuff that might happen there. But yeah, it'd be great to meet anyone that's there. Please come and say hello. It'd be really cool. And yeah, and I'll have a think about what I'm going to do, what days I'll be there. Definitely the Friday, whether it's main event, whether it's side events, a combination of the two, buying far too many board games and getting myself in trouble with the wife. I don't know. It could be all manner of things. But thank you, and have a really cool rest of the day, all of you. I'll be checking out all your streams. So Jupiter, everyone else that's been streaming, I love your content. And I had to get one of you guys on for a bit of a chat, and you can tell me about how things are going with KeyForge for you. She will still love you. Yeah, I hope so. Depends how many board games I put in the car. There's only so long you can put off saying how much some of these board games cost, you know. But yeah, have a fantastic evening, all of you. Thank you.